Good evening. My name is Eniola Oluwa, a Yoruba name that means wealth of God, the abundance of His provision. And the word abundance is why I bet on Africa. When I look back clap for it. When I look back at my life, I see the power in my name, power that is both rich in the nature and rooted in tradition and story. It takes me back to listening to tales from my grandmother about our Yoruba heritage, or even memories of growing up in a sea of unique names across Brixton, London. Names drawn from West Africa, the West Indies, the Horn of Africa, the Brazil's Bay of All Saints. I've lived a life that reflects both the reality and the promise of Africans' children. I saw it as a student among brilliant women of color at Spelman College in Atlanta, discovered it in the pages of Frantz Fanon, and delighted in finding soul food so far away from where it was born, catfish, okra. My story is the African story. I am one small wave in a long tide of people who have moved, built, and become all across this beautiful globe. Though I've spent much of my time outside of this land, there's always been this pulsing umbilical cord to Africa driving me. There is something in our DNA. There's something ancient, futuristic. There's something innovative, something unshakably wise in us. And it is in that frequency, that beat, that pulled me from the high rises of Washington, D.C., and also from Wall Street, to back home, right here in Africa, in Nigeria, in Lagos. And today, through my work at Bridges to Prosperity, we're building more than 650 literal bridges and roads across rural Africa, connecting millions of people to schools, markets, clinics, the things that are important to them, and the people that are important to them. And I believe that access is dignity, and infrastructure is justice made visible. And I believe that when we make that investment, it is because you have seen something worth building, right? But let's be clear, a single seed doesn't yield a harvest. What makes the difference is water, is soil, sunlight, and time. And that's the kind of patient commitment we need in Africa. Not a moment, not a movement, not a hiccup, not just applause, but patience. Not just capital, but actual care behind that capital. And this is why I'm here, because I've made a very long-term bet on Africa. And if we are honest, it's probably why many of you all are here too. Because just like my name, Africa holds wealth, wildly abundant wealth. For that promise to become power, we must join hands across sectors, across borders, across oceans. Sons and daughters and friends of this continent must invest not only our money, but our time, our energy, and our wild imagination for what the future of Africa could be.